Women's Month. Her resilience, her power, her love, her never giving up spirit. She makes me proud to call my name woman. Her ability to carry life, the seed for 9 months, in creation of a human being, be it a man or a woman. And so she is not discriminatory. Beyond 9 months, nurturing a human to be the world's phenomenal creature. Who am I talking about here? I'm talking about a daughter, a sister, a mother, and a grandmother. Her ability to make things happen. Tupac Shakur said it well, that she makes Thanksgiving magic in the midst of a storm and nothing. Maya Angelou went into context by saying, you may cut her with your eyes, you may kill her with your hatefulness, but still, like air, she will rise. That is my woman. That is Mporoto. Where will the world be without your tender touch? Wathinta bafazi, wathinta Mporoto. Happy Women's Month to all you beautiful women out there.
Good morning all. Today I will be telling you a story that I wrote about what women go through. One day there was a woman who had a child recently, and the father of the child had passed away. Everywhere she went, men made comments like, "You aren't strong enough. You can't look after this child alone. He needs a father. You're too weak. What could you teach him?" This woman would cry, thinking she wasn't enough for the child. Until one day, she decided to be strong and to pull herself together. She worked as hard as she could for a child. One day, her hard work paid off and she had one of the most successful businesses in South Africa. Eventually, the same men who made those mean comments about her came to look for jobs at her company. In this story, this woman faced a lot of challenges. She was a single parent and she had to play both roles of a father and mother. No one chose to support her, but she turned that sadness to a thrive to work harder. I feel that we should not stereotype women because women can do anything a man is able to do. I quote, "I've often thought it unfair that women are expected to stay home when there's a fight to be won. If a woman has the strength to bear a child, she can swing a sword as well as any man." Karen Hawkins. Happy Women's Month.
This piece that I'm going to be reading for you is from my book called The Horrible Story of Alison Grace. Alison Grace is a normal high schooler and one day wants to become the first US president and wants to inspire little girls all around the world. But she thinks she won't make it because she's terrible at socializing and had promised herself to become better at it. As soon as she gets an opportunity, she will take it. One day, the golden boy comes up to her by her locker and started a conversation as if they knew each other forever. As a thank you, he invites her to an escape room that him and his friends are going to tonight. She was kind of nervous, but accepted the invitation anyways. As she gets ready for the escape room, she leaves home and pulls up to the location. It looks kind of ghetto and dodgy, but goes with it. The rest of the people were already there. As she climbed out, a girl appeared. She hadn't met before, but approached anyways, and said, "If you're wondering why we're still outside, it's because we're waiting for Justin, aka our golden boy." She puts emphasis on the word golden. After waiting 15 more minutes, which felt like 15 years, the golden boy and his friends finally decide to arrive. We get into reception and sign a bunch of papers, and then it finally starts. She was patient and waited in a chair. There was a bunch of wires attached to her, but she didn't know what it was. There was a box on the corner at the back, and she thought it looked kind of ghetto and dodgy again, but went with the flow. Or maybe it was seeming, she had guessed. She couldn't do anything except scream for help because she was belted to the chair. "I had no idea what was happening," she said. Outside the room, all she could hear was screaming and cries of help. But she just thought it was normal since she was living in Russia. Screaming and screaming, all she could hear, again and again. She was suffering. 5 minutes into there, a loud thud at the door. And then she had realized someone was also crying for help again. The door handle started rattling. And now I guess you're just gonna have to find out what the rest happens on my book. Thank you.